Hey, how's it going, YouTube? So it's been about a couple weeks, maybe 2-3 weeks since my last video, and things have been pretty slow. I hit up a few garage sales and I did score a couple awesome things, but I didn't want to do a whole video for like 4 or 5 things. So I was kind of waiting for it to build up a little bit. But something amazing happened yesterday. So I'll give you a little bit of backstory. I've been talking with this guy through Facebook for about a week, just back and forth. He was looking to sell his games and I was interested, of course. So we were just going back and forth, and yesterday I went up to his house, I checked out what he had, and I wiped him out. I completely cleaned out his entire collection. I bought everything, and this is by far my biggest pickup that I've ever had, and I probably ever will. It's just so overwhelming. In total, there was 166 games and 12 systems. I brought it home and I put it out, and I couldn't even register what I was looking at. I've never picked up this many games at one time in my entire life. And that's obviously way too much in one video. I don't want to sit here and show you guys one at a time, 166 games. You guys will be bored senseless. So I'm going to cheat a little bit. I'm going to save the best stuff for the end, and the stuff that I'm keeping, and the more noteworthy stuff. And I'm just going to cut to a pan shot, and I'll just, zoom in on everything, but I'll be like an overhead view to kind of get the gist of everything because, like I said, it would take forever. So without any further ado, I'm just going to cut right to that part right now. So here it is, guys. Here's a big chunk of the games that I picked up in that massive Facebook bundle. Generally, this is just what I plan on selling because I already have it, or I just don't have any interest in it. So I'm going to go in depth a little bit more and just zoom in on everything so you guys can have a nice, better look at everything. Here's a copy of Guitar Hero 2. Just the guitar, actually. Actually, the game is in here as well. Get that out of the way. And here are the PS2 games. It's God of War down there. I'm not going to list off every game. You guys can see it. It'll just take way too long. So I'm just going to pan up slowly. Another copy of God of War. I just noticed I had 2 of those. And that's just Phantasy Star Online down at the bottom. And Virtua Fighter. Kingdom Hearts, that's a good one. I already have that, unfortunately, but I'll be able to sell that off pretty easily. Gotta have Code Veronica in there as well. Awesome game. So that's it for PS2 games. I did keep a few of them, but not a whole lot. Now onto the Genesis stuff. For the most part, they're all complete with their manuals and everything, except for one game, and I'll tell you which one that is when I get to it. Unfortunately, Kid Chameleon is not complete. It doesn't have the manual, which sucks, but it's okay. Now onto some Master System games. These are all complete and they're in really nice shape. They're like brand new. Unfortunately, I don't care for these ones. Here's some more Genesis stuff, just loose. It's Road Rash 2, by the way. It's Mortal Kombat. Now onto the Nintendo 64 stuff. Here's a pretty dirty copy of Mario Kart 64, but it's okay. I'll clean it up and I'll be able to sell that off pretty easily. GoldenEye, that's another good one. Here's a loose copy of Phantasy Star on the Master System. Unfortunately, I don't know if I want to keep it because I like to have my Master System and Genesis games in the box. So probably just going to bundle that up with the system and sell it off. Or trade it if anybody wants it. It's a Tony Hawk, the blue one right there, and WWF Warzone and WCW Nitro, Cyber Tiger, what is that one? NFL Blitz. Now onto the Super Nintendo stuff. There's Donkey Kong Country 2 and Super Mario World and Killer Instinct, Tecmo Super Bowl, NBA Jam. Pretty dirty copy of Donkey Kong Country. Still haven't cleaned any of these yet. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'll zoom in on the spines a little bit. Nothing really too special here. I took out all the good stuff and I'll show you that at the end, along with all the other stuff that I plan on keeping. And here is the PS1 stuff. It's a copy. This is not a whole lot, you know, maybe like 4 games here, but not bad titles. You know, Tekken 3 and Parappa the Rapper, but no manual, unfortunately. NHL Face-Off 97, the only copy, or the only Dreamcast game that he had, unfortunately, which kind of sucks because I'm always looking for Dreamcast stuff. He did have a lot of burnt games, but I have no interest in burnt games at all. It's the only actual Dreamcast game that he had. And a copy of Resident Evil 2 on the PS1. That was pretty cool. Unfortunately, I already have that one. Too bad it wasn't the first one. That's the one that I really need. So there you have it, guys. That's most of the games. Now I'm going to show you the systems. And here are all of the systems that came with this bundle as well. It came with 3 Super Nintendos. I don't know why he had 3, but whatever. This one's pretty good on top. Like, it's really nice. It's not discolored, but the bottom is pretty ugly. Here's one where the top is pretty ugly, but the bottom is pretty nice. So I'll be able to make one really nice Super Nintendo, but unfortunately that means I'm going to have one really disgusting Super Nintendo. But that's fine. Maybe somebody can, you know, I'll sell it to somebody and maybe they'll make a custom one out of it. And here's the third one. And by the way, all of these systems did come with all of their hookups, all their controllers, and everything necessary to play the system, pretty much. Here's a Dreamcast. Came with 2 controllers, and I forgot to put the other controller in here, but it's fine. Here's a Platinum GameCube with 2 controllers, 1 matching controller. It also came with a Sega Genesis Model 1 with 2 controllers. A Sega Saturn with all of the cables and 1 controller. It's pretty nice. Maybe this one might be an upgrade on mine, because mine is a little bit banged up on the front, so I'll have to check that out. Maybe that one will replace the one I have right now. And it came with another Model 1 Sega Genesis. And it also came with this little adapter where you plug into the Genesis and you can play 4-player games, which is pretty cool. I never seen one of these, so I'm definitely going to keep that. Pretty sweet. Came with a fat PS2 with 1 controller, as well as a slim PS2 with 2 controllers. And it also came with a Sega Master System with the original power adapter. Mine is missing the original power adapter. It's just got some third-party ones, so I'm going to swap out this with mine, so I'll have the nice one. And it also came with the Nintendo 64. It also came with 2 controllers, but the other controller, the joystick is pretty loose and wobbly, so I didn't put it in the video, but it did come with a nice blue one. It's a nice responsive stick. So that's pretty cool. And it also came with a blue memory card, which I'm keeping that. I don't have a memory card for my Nintendo 64 yet, so it's pretty nice to have one. And it also came with this memory card. That's pretty cool. Unfortunately though, it did not come with the expansion pack. It just came with a jumper pack. But that's okay, it's fine. And along with this, all these systems, I also got like some memory cards. Here's like a PS2 or PS1 memory card, and here's a red PS2 memory card, and a blue one, and an extra jumper pack for some reason. I don't know why he had 2 of them. So that is all of the systems, 12 in total. So that's a lot of stuff. I've never picked up anything this big. Now I'm going to show you guys the stuff that I plan on keeping and the more exciting stuff. So I'm going to pan to that right about now. So as you can see, guys, that's a lot of games, and that's not even everything. I mean, the best stuff is still right in front of me, and I'm gonna try to breeze through this as quickly as possible because there's like another 40, 50 games here. I don't want this to be too long. I think I'm gonna be pushing like 20 minutes by the end of this, so I'm gonna try to go a little quickly and not talk too much about each specific game. So one of the things that was in the video that I got in the bundle that I didn't put into that first video was the box for the Super Nintendo. It's not in bad shape, it's worn, but you know, it's old, so what can you expect? So that's really cool to have the box for the Super Nintendo. And it came with this really awesome Metroid Prime Platinum GameCube box. I've never seen the Metroid Prime box before, so that's really cool to be able to have that. And now for the games. It came with 3 Game Gear games, but it didn't have a Game Gear. First one, Sonic 2. Streets of Rage 2. And Mortal Kombat 2. A lot of 2s in there. And now for the PS2 games that I plan on keeping, and the better ones. First one is Kingdom Hearts. It's complete. Actually, all the PS2 games are complete. Kingdom Hearts 2. Mortal Kombat Deception. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. Rumble Roses. Spawn Armageddon. Dragon Quest. I've been looking for that one for a while, so it's pretty cool to have that. King of Fighters Maximum Impact. Again, awesome game I've been looking for a while. Dirge of Cerberus. That's pretty cool. This also came with the strategy guide, but I can't seem to find that in the mess. And the last PS2 game that I came with, which is an awesome one, I've been looking for a while as well, Castlevania Curse of Darkness. They're all in really nice condition too, which is a nice bonus. And it came with a bunch of GameCube games as well. NBA Street Volume 2, Def Jam Vendetta, Vex. By the way, all the GameCube games are also complete. Capcom vs. SNK 2. I have that on the PS2. F-Zero GX. This one actually does not come with the manual, it's just disc only. Resident Evil 4. That's pretty cool. Super Mario Sunshine. This is going to be an upgrade on mine because mine's in a little bit wonky condition. The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. That's awesome to be able to have that. And lastly, another awesome game that I don't have and I'm really happy to add to my collection is Paper Mario. That's awesome. And it came with one lonely NES game, and it's not even an original NES game, it's just a pirated cart. It's a 31-in-1 with the game converter on the bottom, so that's pretty cool. And I'm only keeping 2 Master System games for myself, and they're both complete. The first one is Shooting Gallery, don't have that one yet, and My Hero. And it also came with 2 Sega Saturn games, which is always a bonus. The first one was Corpse Killer. This one I'm really happy about because it's actually still completely sealed. I'm probably going to open the seal because it's already kind of falling apart, but it's just really neat to have a sealed Saturn game. And the other one was NHL 97, and I'm really happy with this one because, as you know, finding Saturn cases that are not completely destroyed is very rare, so this one's going to be a nice replacement. And, most importantly, it came with the sponge. Now, only a video game collector would understand why another human being would be so excited to find a sponge. That's awesome. Now for the Genesis stuff, there's a couple loose games that I'm keeping for myself. The first one is Socket. That one looks pretty cool. It looks interesting. And Boogerman. Boogerman. And it came with a few box games as well. It came with Sonic the Hedgehog. This is going to be an upgrade on mine. Pitfall, The Mayan Adventure. Don't have this yet. This is complete as well. Actually, all the Genesis games are complete. The Incredible Hulk. This is actually just the box. I'm selling off the game because I already have the game, but I just wanted the box. That was pretty cool. And this one's really nice. I'm really happy. When I saw this in the box, I was just super excited. Michael Jackson's Moonwalker. That is awesome. I already have this one, but it's an upgrade on mine because mine's a little sun faded and stuff, so that's wicked. And another game that I'm really happy about when I saw it in the box is Valis 3 Complete. Awesome game. Don't have it yet. Really happy to add that to the collection. And it came with a few N64 games that I plan on keeping for myself. First one is Mission Impossible. Cruising USA. Love this game in the arcades. And the one that I'm really, really happy about, and I really wanted this when I saw it, Killer Instinct Gold. Awesome. I love the Killer Instinct series, and I never played that one yet. And I'm keeping a bunch of Super Nintendo games for myself as well. Don't have these. First one is Art of Fighting. That's pretty cool. Shaq Fu. Don't know why I'm keeping that, but you know, I already have it on the Genesis. Might as well have it on the Super Nintendo as well. Lethal Weapon. What's this one? Sonic Blast Man. That was pretty cool. Never heard of that one. Flashback. Last Action Hero. And the two best Super Nintendo games, RoboCop vs. Terminator and Kendo Rage. That one is really cool. I'm really happy to have that one. So yeah, guys, there you have it. That is my pickup for the week. The stuff that I picked up on the garage sale over the last couple weeks, I'll show you on the next one, but I really just wanted to dedicate this video to what I picked up yesterday. A ton of games. I have a lot of stuff to go through. I'm definitely going to sell off a lot and make back my money, which I forgot to actually mention. All of this, all 166 games, 12 systems, cost me 300 bucks. And I thought that was an amazing deal to be able to pick all that up for 300 bucks. So yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed. Now I got a lot of stuff to do, so I'll see you guys next week.